What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Number Three Podcast. I always got to show it. Welcome to another edition. I'm gonna make this brief. Um, and when it comes to sports, I'm always gonna do something on sports. Even though I'm frustrated when it comes to college sports, I'm always gonna do something on sports because there's always news. And I spent so much of my life dealing in sports, football, boxing, that type of thing. I just can't lay it down. I'm gonna have to speak on it. And something happened that's very significant, And I'm gonna keep this brief. So if you guys are familiar with the Kublick Mac and Cube show on Jocks in Birmingham, Alabama. Kublick, he played with Auburn University in the late 90s. Mac, he actually won national championship in 2009, 2010 with Alabama. These guys got a show, sports show, and it's very popular. So every Thursday they have Coach Wimp Sanderson, who was the basketball coach, I want to say in the 80s and 90s for University of Alabama. Very popular coach. I think the second most winningest or the third most winningest coach in program history. I'm a fan of Coach Wimp Sanderson. He's very old school. I think he's in his 70s or 80s. And they had a discussion. And I've said this before, but I have come to a complete conclusion that when it comes to guys like Coach Wimp Sanderson, guys in his age range, 70s, 80s, their philosophy when it comes to football, basketball, in any type of sport is way different from these guys who are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. The philosophy is different. So they had a discussion on should these big time programs, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, should they have a cupcake weekend? They play a FCS team, to get people healed up and ready to play they rivalry game or whatever game, the next week. Should this continue to happen? Coach Wimp Sanderson said, yeah, for two reasons. I'm gonna tell you why. It gives the second, third, and fourth string players playing time in a meaningful game, in a real game, and that FCS school, whoever it may be, they're gonna get a pretty good sized paycheck. I agree with both concepts. Mac and Q hates it, can't stand it. You go to Wimp Sanderson. I think Coach Sanderson's like, it's a bad idea, these 12, 16, and 2014 playoff ideas. Mac and Q, it's all about the money. Ain't got no problem with it. I said all that to say this, and there's plenty more. The philosophy of guys my age, I'm 50, 54. I come from a different period, a different time, when sports, football, and all that was real. Now, young men, if you happen to see this, I'm not saying you guys ain't out there busting your butt. I ain't saying you ain't giving it your all. But the powers that be that's running these things for you guys are failing you. I'm telling you, they are failing you. They're failing the system, they're failing the players, and they're failing the fans because it's all about money. Coach Wimp Sanderson, don't know what his top salary was. Coach Sanderson wanted to win. Harvey Lamont Ritchie? Me? See that right there? I wanted the state championship ring. Excuse me. I wanted the national championship ring. Damn money. But these guys in today's world, it's all about the dividends. And they have planted that seed in these kids' mind. You got to go get that bag of money. You got to get that bag. And y'all, that bag ain't important. Yeah, you want to feed your family, have nice things, have a car, have a splurge on your girl, buy some fly clothes. I understand. But when you coach and when you play, it's about the spirit. The spirit has been lost. The spirit of what I loved all my life is lost. It's gone. I can't remember who said this. I want to say Coach Dockett. You can check him out on YouTube. He has a platform. He has a podcast. Dockett. I want to say that he coached something, basketball or something back in the day. He's very verbal, very critical on the ideas in today's world, and I'm with him on 95% of the stuff. Now he criticized Paul Feinbaum. Because Paul Feinbaum has said that going to 25 teams or anything, 12, 25, whatever, it's going to ruin the game. And he's absolutely right. The Coach Dockett, jumped all over him because the concept in today's world is money. Coach Dockett wasn't wrong. I don't like Paul Feinbaum, but he wasn't wrong. It's all about that money. I don't belong in today's spaces when it comes to sports. I don't. And trust me, I miss it. You go on my Twitter page, the football guy, Yeoman3573, 3-time MVP, and you will see the amount of followers. All of those are young men who I helped through the process from freshman to sophomore year in high school to college. I helped the majority of them. I have my footprint on that. My son was 2013, 2012, 2013. He was a part of that. But y'all, it's all about that dollar bill now, man. I can't go to any one of them guys and mentor say, hey, stick with it. Work hard during the spring. Work hard during the summer. All of that will pay off in the fall. You know what the talk is now? Finding a sport agent, getting with these individuals who have their own clinics and sports performance clinics, and how much money, what's my potential, what my bag gonna look like. So I agree with Coach Sanderson, Whip Sanderson. I agree with it 100%. We're living in a different time now. I go to glory when God calls me. I will. But while I'm here on earth, that's not my space anymore. Coach Sanderson, he has his own show, his own podcast, his own radio show, and I think he will tell you behind closed doors, this has passed me by. I don't recognize this product anymore. Whether it's college, high school, I don't recognize this product, and I don't either. I'm 54, Coach. You probably 20 years older than me, 20, 30 years older than me. I don't recognize it either. And listen, I know we grow old, we go on, we have our children to replace us, take our place, but I'm going to be honest with you. The executives in the NCAA and these universities, these institutions, that they ain't 20 and 30 and 40 years old. You might have some coaches that young, but these executives, these people who are running the show over the SEC, over the Big Ten, no, they my age range, maybe a little bit older, a tad bit younger. And they are encouraging these young men down this road to destruction. I live biblically. I live by the Bible. I'm not perfect, but I live biblically. And I have to believe and have faith in what my Bible tells me is the path to righteousness. Both in life, in my spirituality, and when it comes to sports, I had the same concept. I had the same thought process. But that has passed this world by now. It's all about that bag. It's all about that money. And I'm not criticizing Kublik or Mac. Listen, to each his own. You have your own opinion, your own ideas. But I would think Mac was coached by Coach Saban. Kublik grew up, he played football in the late 90s. So he's closer to my age than Mac. But has money gotten to these guys? See, everybody can be bought. Everybody except me. There's no amount of money that can buy me. No amount of money. No amount of money, no amount of women, no amount of jewelry, no amount of cars, no amount of houses. That means absolutely nothing. Because I'm married. I got a house. I got a beautiful 401k. There's nothing nobody can do to buy me. Not one thing. Am I saying Mac and Cube has been bought? No. But with that philosophy, all about the money, dude, money's a big part of it. But to each his own. I just think these guys have. Listen. They'll, and I'm not talking about Mac and Cube. I'm talking about the philosophy of today's sports world. It's gonna drive us in the gutter. It is. I can't be a part of it. I can't be complicit. I can listen and have my opinion from afar. But being a part of it, I just can't. But listen, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation about this. I'll probably be talking to a couple of guys today, but they won't go on camera for some reason. So I'll talk to them, get their feedback, and I will share with you guys on the next time. I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, you guys stay blessed. And I'll see you next time.